Ratan, Sharda, this really comes down to alliance management. Whether it is the Akalis or the original Uddhav Sena, the BJP doesn't seem to be able to take allies along. They are threatened by an expansionist force that they think will, at some point in time, just eat them up.
Rahul's situation, whether it's Akali Dal or Shiv Sena or Nitish Kumar, are very different. We know Punjab is the compulsive problem of Khalistani agitators and the urge to keep SGPC with yourself, and that is where Akali Dal thought they will be better off. They are suffering now. In case of Shiv Sena, we know what happens, so I won't waste my time on that. As far as Nitish Kumar is concerned, purely as observer, I wish him well. I hope the alliance survives. Nitish Kumar is no more Sushashan Babu. Let us be very clear. Everybody knows it. You ask anybody in Bihar, the charisma of Sushashan Babu is gone. He has been continuously losing base. You can blame Chirag, you can blame anybody else. But if you are strong, no Chirag can take away votes. So his votes have gone down, his seats have gone down. He can be an angry Papa. At the same time, Bhatija is no more what it was during Sushil Kumar Modi's time. Sushil Kumar Modi is a gentleman who tried to assuage Nitish Kumar, did everything as Nitish wanted. The new brat pack of the BJP, the new MLAs, the new leaders are not ready to listen to the magician called Nitish Kumar. I would say Nitish Kumar is a finer version of Sharad Pawar, which is not a compliment actually. That he can change his alliances, he can change his sides, which is not preferred. Coming to the larger picture, if alliance breaks, I think BJP would be better off in next 2 years to create its own leadership, create its own strong base, rather than trying to keep Nitish Kumar happy and get all the galis for poor Shasan that is we see in Bihar. Bihar is in a dire strait. We keep on talking of casteist politics, we keep on talking of Nitish Kumar and others alliances which keep on changing. But what is the condition of Bihar? On some parameters very good, on some parameters is horrible. In terms of development index, in terms of human development index, 55% of Biharis are going out, biggest out migration society in India today. So what does it say? It says there is no job there, there is no urbanization there, there is no industry there. Despite having wonderful irrigation, despite having a wonderful soil, it is one of the poorest productivity state. All this put together.
No, but for a large part of the last 2 decades, Nitish has run Bihar in partnership with the BJP. So if a lot of this hasn't happened in terms of economic development, in terms of industrialization, in terms of job creation, it really is on Nitish Kumar's own shoulders. Sanjay Kumar, how badly will this impact the political credibility of the Bihar Chief Minister? He seems to have this magical ability to make these U-turns without it somehow destroying his political credibility. If any other leader had divorced a party and come back, had switched sides 4 times over, his credibility would be dust. For some reason, Nitish Kumar isn't dust yet in terms of his political credibility.
Rahul, Nitish Kumar has already got a few nicknames. In the early days of Nitish Kumar, when he became the Chief Minister in say 2005, 2010, 2015, that was the time when he was referred as Sushashan Babu. He was known as a Chief Minister who, led Bihar to the path of development. Various developmental projects were initiated by Nitish Kumar. But later on, we know that the one nickname which he has been able to achieve or got is Paltu Chacha, which is to say the person who keeps shifting sides. My own sense is that there was a time when Nitish Kumar's credibility was very high, and Rajdeep did mention this is a Chief Minister who has been the Chief Minister of the state for a very long time, 17 years, 18 years, without his party being able to get a majority even once. So that was the charisma of Nitish Kumar, that without getting a majority for the party, he managed to be the Chief Minister. But I think his charisma has gone down, it has declined. His credibility, his image in the state amongst cross-section of voters has seen a hitting. I think if he shifts again, if he switches party, I think he's not going to he's not going to convey a good message to the people. His image is already dented.